All right, guys, this is Stephen Ray, and I am doing something new here on the Facebook page for Arkansas because we actually have a severe weather uh, event ongoing right now. And so I wanted to jump here on Facebook and let you guys know what's going on. Now, with this storm that is sitting here north of Camden, Arkansas, has the potential to produce a tornado possible. Now, there is no formal tornado warning on this storm. However, the National Weather Service in Little Rock does put the tag on the warning of tornado possible. Now, this warning is for southwestern Dallas County, Alchetta County, and Calhoun counties in Arkansas until 4:30 for quarter-sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So there is your storm of concern about to come over here towards the Bearden, Arkansas area. And this is north of the city of Camden right now. So the severe storm let me put this into motion for you, and you can actually see which way this storm is moving, and it is moving towards the southeast. And it is moving to the southeast at 30 miles per hour. So next up would be over here towards the Banks, Arkansas area. Bearden would be next, Thornton, and then eventually getting over here to 147 in southern Arkansas. Now, there are other storms that are a little bit further back. There are these storms that are southwest and east of the city of Nashville, Arkansas, and north of the city of Prescott. And these are the line of severe storms that we were supposed to see come across Arkansas. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:30 for Clark and Pike counties in Arkansas for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. And so next up from this northern storm would be Okolona, Arkansas, also Antone, Arkansas, and Delight, Arkansas right now is seeing extremely large hail and a lot of heavy wind right now. Now, the southernmost storm has a severe thunderstorm on it as well near the Mineral Springs area. And then next up would be Washington, Arkansas for you guys. And this warning has quarter-sized hail and damaging winds upwards of 60 miles per hour until 4:45. Then we have other storms that are in progress across the northeastern portions of Arkansas, closer to the Cotton Plant, Arkansas area, and the Brinkley, Arkansas area, and also stretching over here into northern Tennessee. So these warnings are going to be moving over here towards the Mississippi River and then eventually getting over here to Tunica, Mississippi. But next up in Arkansas for the severe storms is going to be Palestine, Forest City, Brinkley, Wheatley, Hazen, Holly Grove, and Marville, Arkansas. All right, so there are your warnings that we have ongoing right now. We have this severe storm that is by itself down here northeast of Camden, Arkansas. And this warning goes for another 12 minutes. We also have this other batch of storms that is southwest of Arkadelphia, Arkansas, and off to the northwest of Gurdon, Arkansas. All right, and then of course we have this other batch of storms up here in the northeastern corner of the state, about to push closer to the Memphis area, and then getting over here along the Mississippi River. So once again, this is Stephen Ray, and you are watching severe weather coverage of damaging winds in excess of 60 and quarter-sized hail from this one storm that is to the north of Camden, Arkansas. And we are looking at this storm from the Little Rock, Arkansas radar. Let me look and see how it looks on the Shreveport radar. And that storm is still packing a punch north of the city of Camden and north of the city of East Camden. And next up for this storm would be Bearden, Arkansas, and then getting over here towards Ellensville, Watson, and Tisman, Arkansas, over here near the 167 corridor in Arkansas. And that is the only storm by itself down here near Camden. And then there are more storms that are back here just approaching the I-30 corridor that runs from Little Rock all the way down to Texarkana and Hope, Arkansas. So we've got these three storms over here in southwestern Arkansas, and then another batch off to the west of Memphis. So let me see. That's this storm is real muddy on velocity from Shreveport, so I'm going to look at it from Little Rock. And this storm did have a pretty good signature on it earlier. However, that has decreased a little bit now, but you can still expect extremely large hail and damaging straight line winds coming into Bearden. And then next up would be Thornton and Fordyce, Arkansas. So that is the situation that we have ongoing right now. We have a couple of severe storms also that are back here across the southwestern portions of Arkansas, south of Arkadelphia, and northwest of Hope, Arkansas. And then we've also got this other batch that goes all the way up to the Mississippi River that includes Forest City, and then this one up here that includes the northern portions of the Memphis metro area. But the storm that is up here, the new warning for eastern Arkansas is for Lee, St. Francis, and Cross County until 5 p.m. And that warning goes for another 40 minutes for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. And this storm looks like it is making a beeline towards the southern portions of the Memphis metro, South Haven, and Horn Lake, Mississippi. So those are the storms that are ongoing right now in Arkansas. There is the reflectivity, and you've got a batch of storms that is north of Marianna, Arkansas, moving towards that location right now. And these storms are really packing a big punch if you are watching over here towards Forest City and Marianna. and they look even better from the Memphis radar. Intense rain and storms are coming into you right now. If you are in Finkley, Arkansas, if you are over here, Brinkley, Arkansas, if you were over here towards Wheatley, Blossom, or Prestine, or Palestine, you need to go on ahead and think about getting to a sturdy shelter inside your home because these storms are bearing down on you right now. And then next up would be Forest City, Madison, and then Marianna. And then, of course, getting over here towards the Mississippi River, and then crossing the Mississippi River, and then getting over here into Tunica. So there is the Mississippi River that you can see, and there is your line of storms that is coming over here towards the Brinkley, Arkansas area, also in Marianna, Arkansas. And the good news is I'm not seeing any signs of rotation with any of these storms, but let me check on the warning down here. Okay, for the southern storm, that is off to the northeast of Camden right now. They have increased the hail potential from this storm for places over here towards Fordyce, Ellisville, Watson, Tisman, and Weeks, Arkansas, up to ping pong ball sized hail, which is 1.50 inches in diameter, and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Okay, so this is a brand new severe thunderstorm warning for a bunch of counties in southeastern Arkansas. And here are the counties that are going to be involved: Bradley, Cleveland, Calhoun, Dallas, and Ochuta. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Okay, so this is for Washita, Washita County in Arkansas. Okay, so if you're in northeastern Ouachita, I hope I'm saying that correctly, County in Arkansas. If you are in Dallas County, Calhoun County, Cleveland County, or Bradley County, there is your threat of severe storms right now. Okay, so there are three new warnings, 7 total in Arkansas, and 3 of them are back in Texas as well. So there are more storms back off to the southwest as well. That includes the Natchitoches, Texas area, and the Jacksonville, Texas area. So there are more storms out there, but those storms will not be impacting Arkansas. But I do know that this storm right here close to Bearden is starting to get a little bit of a hook feature on it right there. So that is going to be something to watch. Let me cut on velocity and see. And there's just not much there. I mean, it's trying to rotate, but conditions are not conducive right now for tornadoes. It is going to be mostly a straight line wind and damaging hail threat. And if you were watching over here to the east and southeast of that storm, you have the potential to see ping pong ball sized hail and damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. Now, here are the locations within the actual warning that is for this southern storm by itself: Fordyce, Thornton, Ellisville, Tipton, Marks Mill State Park, Banks, Cambersville, New Edinburgh, Bearden, Weeks, Mount Elba, Harlow, Hebron, Tisman, Hopeville, and Millville. All right, so there is your new warning down here for the southern storm. Here are the other warnings that we have back over here towards the southwestern Arkansas area, southwest of Arkadelphia, and to the north of Prescott, Arkansas, and north of the Holt, Arkansas area right now as well. And take cover in a sturdy shelter if there are any, if your county comes underneath the warning right now. Also, we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning. I just saw that. Up. Got a tornado warning now. Got a tornado warning in Arkansas. All right, so we got a tornado warning now. I apologize for not seeing this. Okay, so this is a radar indicated tornado. And this is going to be with this batch up here, just off to the west of Palestine, Arkansas. And this is going to come down here towards Marianna. And like I said, I apologize for not seeing this tornado warning. I was more focused on the southern storms, but this one is for western Lee and southwestern St. Francis County in eastern Arkansas. Doppler radar indicated a severe storm capable of producing a tornado near Palestine, moving to the southeast at 25 miles per hour. This is a radar indicated rotation. So if you're watching in Forest City, Marianna, Palestine, Wheatley, Haines, New Salem, Cody, Oak Forest, Westor, Sudan, Goodwin, Ballpoint, Gill, Bonaire, Dansby, Four Forks, and Four Gums, please be in your safe place right now. Okay, so this is going to be a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado that is sitting here close to 261 down here just off to the north of South Plains and Oak Forest. And this is dropping southeast. So if you're watching me on State Highway 1 through Haines and Wrightville, also down to Fenton and Marianna, please be in your safe place right now. This is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Now, if you're near Blossom, Arkansas, I think this is going to be just off to the east of you. You are still in the warning. And Wheatley, you are still in the warning, but I think it's going to be off to your east a little bit. And I think if you're in Palestine, I think it's going to be a little bit off to your southwest as well. So if you're watching me right now along 261 between Palestine and Oak Forest, please be in your safe place right now. This is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. If you were watching on Lee Road, if you were watching in Four Forks, Holub Crossing, 261, State Highway 1, Haines, Kakan, or Rightland, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. Now, I'm looking at this from Memphis. Let me look at this from Little Rock, too. And there's no doubt that the better signature is going to be with that radar that is. Okay. All right, we are looking at a research radar site out of southern Memphis, near the Hernando, Mississippi area, that is south of Horn Lake. And that one is going to give us the best view of this when it comes over here to State Highway 1. So there is your storm of concern, sitting over here north of South Plains, Arkansas. So there's your storm. And let me just go ahead and say that there is your inflow notch into this severe storm that is capable of producing a tornado. And once again, this is a radar indicated rotation for a tornado warning that includes western Lee and southwestern St. Francis County in far eastern Arkansas. So let me put back on velocity. And there's still some rotation there. It's getting very broad again. But your rotation and your possible tornado. Would be right in here. You're probably seeing a lot of heavy wind right now coming into Palestine and just north of Gill. But your possible tornado is going to be right there where I circled. So once again, we got a tornado warning now for 24 more minutes until 5 o'clock for western Lee and southwestern St. Francis counties in eastern Arkansas. We have a tornado that is radar indicated. All right, so Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado that was located near Palestine, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. So this thing is really creeping along. Now, next up is going to be Forest City, Marianna, Palestine, Wheatley, New Salem, Cody, Oak Forest, Wester, Sudan, Goodwin, Ball Point, Tungen, Gill, Bonaire, Dansby, Four Forks, and Four Gums. Wow. 4 Forks and 4 Gums. These are real places in Arkansas. Okay. So once again, this warning goes for another 24 minutes until 5 o'clock for western Lee and southwestern St. Francis counties. All right, so because that warning slipped up on me, let's also look at the other storms and see what's going on with these storms that are north of Pine Bluff and then off here to the north of El Dorado. Arkansas. All right, so the storms that are north of Pine Bluff have a straight line wind potential with them, with damaging winds in excess of 60 and quarter size hail. There is very little in the way of rotation with this storm that is to the north of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. All right, so that one is going to be a straight line wind event. Now, let's go back further south and look at this storm that is near Bearden, Arkansas. And yeah, there's a little bit of broad rotation there, but the National Weather Service has yet again has upped the hail core with this storm that is across Bradley County, Cleveland County, Calhoun County, Dallas, and Ochuta counties in Arkansas. 60-mile-per-hour winds and half-dollar sized hail. So, in the last 15 minutes, the Weather Service in Little Rock has gone from quarter-sized hail to half-dollar sized hail with this storm that is north of Camden, Arkansas. And this is what the warning actually says now, word for word. Hail damage to vehicles is expected with this storm. So please take this serious for a large hail threat coming over here towards the Ellisville area, the Bearden area, and then along I-60, 169. All right, so that is the severe thunderstorm warning that is by itself in south central Arkansas. And then we've also, now I do note that earlier we had two warnings that were near Arkadelphia. Now we're down to one warning that is in far southwestern Arkansas. So the warning to the north near Arkadelphia has weakened somewhat. However, we still have storms that are ongoing northwest of Fulton, Arkansas. And this expires in 4 minutes until 4:45 for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. All right, so the most significant and serious storm on the board right now is going to be this one up here towards the Memphis area or just across the state line with this tornado warning. This warning goes for another 19 minutes until 5 o'clock for radar indicated rotation. And the Weather Service has not put up any updates on this warning. And actually, believe it or not, this warning was issued by the National Weather Service in Memphis. All right, so this severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Palestine, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Okay, so this storm, like I said, is northwest of the city of Memphis. All right, and well, actually, I should say southwest of Memphis because this storm is not making a beeline towards Memphis. It does not look like. If you're watching over here towards the Marion area or Memphis, I think this is going to slide closer to Hernando, Mississippi. And then getting over here towards the Oxford, Mississippi area as well. But once again, this is a radar indicated rotation for a tornado for another 17 minutes that is coming up here towards Marianna, Arkansas. And this is just across the river, the Mississippi River, from Tunica and places like that. And as you can see, this blue that you see on your screen right here, that is the Mississippi River. All right. And Tunica is going to be just off the map right in this area right here. And this storm is coming right at Tunica right now. So if you're watching right now in the areas of Wrightfield, Felton, Marianna, Haines, you need to go on ahead and think about being in your safe place because there is a tornado, a radar confirmed tornado that is coming into your area right now. And I can actually, give me just a second, and I can give you, where is it? Okay, track lines and time points. Okay. All right, so there is your track line that the radar is putting out for these storms. However, the storms, it does say that these storms are moving more east, but that is not correct. All right, so that storm has a hail probability of 100%. Severe hail possibility is 60%. The maximum hail size is 1.25 inches in diameter. I believe that would be ping pong ball sized. I think it goes quarter, ping pong ball sized, half dollar sized, and then golf ball. So maximum hail size right now that it says is ping pong ball sized hail. And so these storms, now the radar for some reason is pointing out that these storms are moving more east. However, if you watch it in motion, they are moving more into the east southeast than east. But nevertheless, if you were basically from Edgewood all the way up to Abilene, Arkansas, you need to be in your safe place right now for the potential of a tornado right now. And once again, this warning goes for another 14 minutes, and the Weather Service in Memphis, Tennessee has not updated the warning just yet. This warning still goes until 5 o'clock, and the storm, at the time it was issued, was located near Palestine, but it's a little bit further off to the south than that right now. So it's coming in here close to the Marianna, Arkansas area. And if you're watching in Felton or Wrightland, go ahead and be in your safe place right now. And let me... Okay, and that's coming from Little Rock. Let me see. Okay, the radar site in South Haven is not showing much. So let me switch over here to Memphis. That does look pretty intense, though, coming from Memphis. And that rotation is getting very broad again. It's not as tight as it once was when the warning was issued back up there at Palestine. I still want you in your safe place, though. Wrightland down to Marianna. But this storm is definitely not showing signs of rotation right now. or it's very, 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 very broad if it is. I'll tell you what I need to do. Hold on. Got this. Give me just a second. I'm going to pull up the Memphis chat. Okay. Okay, Memphis has not said anything about the tornado warning in 20 minutes. So apparently they're going to let it continue until 5 o'clock, which is 11 minutes right now. Good news is severe thunderstorm is expired. The warning is expired for the northern storms that were in Arkansas and northern Tennessee. So these storms may actually be in a weakening phase because earlier we had severe storms that were north of Memphis, and now those have been allowed to expire. So let me. Yeah, the storms up here north of Memphis. Okay, I guess that's an update on the warning. Okay, so National Weather Service in Memphis is going to replace the tornado warning once it expires with a severe thunderstorm warning that does include Tunica, Mississippi. All right, so the warning is going to continue for 9 more minutes, apparently, and then they're going to replace it with a severe thunderstorm warning for Crittenden, Cross, Lee, St. Francis, and Arkansas, and then Tunica, Mississippi until 5:30. So apparently they are going to let this warning play on out for 9 minutes and then allow it to expire. They are probably going to let it play out. Okay, they just updated the warning, and they're going to continue it radar indicated until 5 o'clock. All right. So continue the tornado warning till 5 o'clock for Lee and St. Francis, Arkansas. And there's your new updated warning. Okay, so at 4:51, Doppler radar indicated a severe thunderstorm producing a tornado that was located near Haines, or 7 miles northwest of Marianna, moving to the southeast at 25 miles per hour. Forest City, Marianna, Palestine, Haines, Cody, Gill, Oak Forest, Bon Air, Wester, Dansby, Four Forks, Felton, Dodson's Corner, Ball Point, Scott Valley, and Mississippi River State Park. Okay, so that's the situation that we got ongoing right now. And all right, so let's take a look again at our storm that is down here. Okay, wow. Okay, so Little Rock has allowed all the warnings south of Arkadelphia, Arkansas to expire. Wow. So we've got this one storm now that is northwest of Warren. We've got this other storm that is west of England, Arkansas. And then we've got this batch of storms up here that is north of Mariana. And I will tell you, I am not liking the way that these two storms are trying to hook, because both of these are by themselves. And now the one that is south of Fordyce, Arkansas, it has had a history of producing large hail, and this storm is capable of producing hail as well. But both of these are starting to show signs of supercellular characteristics. Okay, so there's no formal tornado warning now. They've expired the tornado warning for Lee and St. Francis. Okay, wow. Okay, so the radar is putting out for this storm now the maximum hail size 2.50 inches in diameter. That's impressive. That is an impressive severe storm right there. And that storm is trying to rotate, is trying to get a hook on it, but I'm just not seeing any rotation right now. All right, so that's the deal. The tornado warning has been allowed to expire. So I am going to take a short break here, and if any of these storms become severe again, I will be back here on social media to give you guys the latest weather information here on the Arkansas Facebook page.